Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and welcome to Valhelsia 2, and I'm hovering here on my jetpack because I did a thing. I went through and prettified my base because it needed it, and yeah, it was looking mighty bare without it, so let's put that back in here. These are fruit trees. That in this case it's apples, and over here is the simple farming. These are bananas. I've got some mangoes, cherries, a whole bunch of different things. No, this is the same fruit. There's another apple variant of that. Anyway, also went ahead and found some bees nests. I did some exploring all over the place and found two. It was really far and few between. And then I read a thing that said if you plant an oak or birch tree within 2 blocks of flowers, you have a 5% chance of it spawning with a bee's nest. And so that's how I got these. Now I've got campfires underneath these carpets, and that's pacifying these bees, so I can right click these with my shears and I get the honeycombs out of them. And the bees don't come chasing after me to attack me for stealing their honey. So yeah, had fun decorating with the various trees and whatnot around through here. Also went ahead and planted a bunch of sugarcane here because I'm not really using this area. A bunch of little decorations and whatnot for fun. Yeah, see, there's the simple farming apple tree. They're very nice looking. I like them a lot. Other stuff in here. I found a jungle that I got parrots here and perched my pooch here on this porch. Downstairs, I made a little area for tech, so I've got all my mechanism machines here, my tree growing stuff, and with hopping bonsai pots, you want to be able to turn them off just because they tick, and since I'm not actually using them, I went ahead and turned them all off with the levers. It works really well, and then you can just, turn them back on, and they should proceed doing their thing. This is the part where you proceed doing your thing. Any case, but I got plenty of wood, so I don't really need more. Let's see, an apple, because, I got lots of apples. Anyway, so lots of storage here. Refined storage, probably the next time I'm dealing with the base. Let's go down one more, because down here I moved over this setup, and I should, there it is. I'm going to turn that off because I've got almost 30,000 cobble. I think I'm probably pretty good with cobble. So let's hop on up and out of here. And one of the things that I've been doing, I've been jumping over rather than walking around because I'm lazy. One of the things that I had been requested was, how exactly does all this the MineColonies stuff work? What do all the buildings do? So let me do an overview of that. So the first thing you do is you build yourself a supply camp, whether the boat or the land-based option, and that gives you a bunch of starting resources, including a chest that's going to have the building tool and the town hall block. So if we come in here, this town hall block, and you need to put the town hall block someplace because that defines your colony. And if we go outside and pick up the tool, you can see the borders of the colony show up, and so this defines the colony. And as soon as you have that, some colonists will appear, up to 4. First thing you want to build is a builder to do the building for the buildings that you need the builder to build. And so you need to build the builder and hire somebody for that. And Roger right now is sitting there waiting for more materials. And with that builder, you can put stuff up. You can put in place the town hall itself. Well, let's talk about the town hall. The town hall is where you manage the colony. Right now it's at building level 3. There's an option, since I've got an ally, I can teleport over to Mekle's base. I can recruit people, rename the colony, hire mercenaries. Haven't had any desire to do that. This gives me a listing of all the people. Ooh, I've got availability of one more person, which is good. I've got spots for a more ranger and another knight. I want to put a bunch more of those people in. So as soon as I get to people, do I have any unemployed? No, I have. Everybody's employed right now. As soon as I get somebody who's unemployed, I will go ahead and put them into my ranger stuff. Anyway, you can keep track of that. There we go, brand new child. So things that are being built. Nobody's homeless. Health is okay. Guards, it needs more guards. Hunger, I don't know why. I've got a cook. They've got plenty of food. They just need to march over there and get fed. All right, so the town hall is the center of your colony. The builder, first thing that you set up, is what this guy will go through and build tons and tons of stuff. And what exactly are you needing? I can click on my clipboard. Okay, he needs some blue wool and 2 black clay spruce shingles. Oh, and some torches. Oh, that's Lucas. That's another guy. Anyway, so you build the builder, and if you right-click on this thing here, it has a list of all the stuff. Oh, wow. He only needs a blue wool. Okay, even though he's holding that. And there's tons of, if we go downstairs, because this is upgraded, there's tons of storage down here where building supply stuff is occurring. And why are you getting an iron ore in here? I do not know. And that's the phone that should never ring. All right, so the builder, definitely the first thing you want to build. Second, probably the tavern, because this tavern allows 4 people to sleep, and they will want to sleep. They'll complain about not having an actual home of their own, but you definitely want to set up a tavern. And down in here, and I don't hear it right now, at night music plays down here, which is kind of cool. This is an updated version of the Valhelsia 2 server. It's a 2.2.6, which has the latest MineColonies edition, which includes these people. Let's move, get me a clear inventory spot. These people show up, and they've got that little face on there. If you right-click, it talks about traveled around a lot, I couldn't make much sense. So this person is willing to join my colony for 21 sunflowers. So I could have this person join my colony. Wow, some fairly high stats there. What about this guy? Hugh. Oh, he wants 11. Not a fan of this place, but didn't see any place close by. You know, the other lady has better stats, Hugh. Sorry. I've got the honeycomb. I could do the honeycomb, but no. I haven't hired any of these guys yet. But anyway, this gives sleeping slots for your town, so that's well worth building. Next, I would build this. This is the warehouse and the deliveryman, and they go hand in hand, and this setup actually has both of them here. The warehouse is where you can store all of your MineColony stuff. And I believe that this actually will interface with refined storage in AE2, which I haven't done yet, but I think that would be fantastic. And we've got all the various bits and bobs in here. I wish it would consolidate things a little bit better. It really doesn't seem to do that great of a job. Yeah, Damien, you're not doing that great of a job. You need to consolidate things better. So we got wheat here, and we got wheat up here. Why do you have wheat in multiple spots? I don't understand it. Anyway, the delivery guy runs around delivering stuff, and it's well worth building a stash close to your inventory. So when you look at your clipboard and it says, "Hey, I need a wool and some 2 black clay spruce slabs," you can drop them into the stash, and your delivery guys will pick them up and put them into the warehouse or deliver it out to where it needs to go. So well worth doing that. I went ahead and built a second delivery man hut because I needed 2. Just get enough guys to run around and do stuff. All right, everybody's tucked into bed. I will go ahead and sleep the night through because they don't work at night. Might as well have them sleep. All right, you definitely want to put some guard towers in your base pretty soon because barbarians and raiders are really obnoxious. And in here, we can go in, and this is a ranger. So Charity uses a bow, which is very, very nice. Go kill them all, Charity. This over here, let's fly up a little bit higher. This block of 4 are 4 citizens' huts. So I can have citizens come in. This is a tier 4, and these are all tier 3s. And 4 citizens here because it's tier 4, 3 in the others. That's just kind of how it works. Having some of those gives more colonists for your base. They will actually sleep in there. That's pretty much it. They sleep, pretty much. 3rd or 4th, you know, with your initial 4 people, is build a miner or a mine and assign a miner. I've disabled this just because it's really glitchy, and I'll show you what I mean by glitchy. When the miner first set up, he went ahead and dug out this direction and this direction and then stopped. And when he dug out this direction and stopped, and then he dug out this direction a little bit, bump, 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 and stopped, and didn't dig anything more anywhere. And I was going, well, that's useless. He also kind of glitched out here, but he dug several different things. We've gone all the way down to bedrock here. Let's go all the way down. So it's great for getting down to this level. Oh, obsidian. It's great for getting down to this level, but my miner in this colony has been very glitchy. You know, he dug out this section, and that was it for this level that he was on for, I don't know how many days. That's all he dug. He just sat there and did nothing. There was no request or anything, so I finally said, fine, you're fired, go do some other work. But typically this would supply you with all the cobblestone and ores and stuff that you would need. So well worth getting. Now, once you have your miner, your tavern, your builder, your delivery guy and warehouse, probably the next thing you'd want to build is the university. And this is new to me with since the last time I played MineColonies, which was about a year ago. This university is desperately needed because it will unlock tech. And if we come into here, right click, there's 3 tech trees that you need to work with. Let's take a quick look at combat. I unlocked this one, which means my guards sleep 50% less. I unlocked this one, which opened the barracks for me, which is definitely good to have. This gives me shields for my my knights, and armor durability is improved by 10%. So yay, I improved it by 20% and allowed them to retreat. I also have, let's see, there's this ore here. You can either do stuff with melee damage or archer damage, but you can't do both. And I decided that I would increase the melee armor and the archer damage. So the archers will kill faster, but with less armor. The melee guys, the knights, will have better armor, but they won't kill as fast. I figured that kind of balanced each other. And so if you want to unlock something, you need to have the resources in hand. So I need 6 blocks of iron, and then I could click this to unlock this here, which would unlock the Combat Academy. And I've already unlocked the archery, not that I built any of these. And since this is a tier 2, it takes 2 hours in game for this to process and to unlock the resource. And I've got a tier 3 university here, so I've already, no, that's locked. Have I learned any of those? No, I haven't. But these are a bunch of tier 3 stuff that I haven't unlocked yet. If we take a look at the civilians, I've unlocked the hospital, very good. Library, added health, and unlocked the school. All of those really good. Better teaching, happiness and health have been increased. This, I really pushed hard to get this going. It opened up more citizens in my town. And that's why I was able to go beyond the standard 25 and I want to upgrade it so I can actually all I need is 128 stake, and I can get more citizens. I'm doing that. Gotta find me a bunch of cows. Anyway, so you unlock a bunch of these sort of things, and some of them unlock abilities, and some of them unlock buildings. Speaking of buildings, once I unlocked this unlocked the Composter. I've unlocked the Florist, and the Plantation, I think, allows my farmer to have multiple plots of ground that he can handle. And I also unlocked the Dyer. There's a bunch of these things, like the sawmill, the smeltery, bunch of these things that are well worth. And right now I'm only researching this one because I've not paid attention. And I should, because this is tier 3 and I have 3 workers assigned, I can have 3 research things going simultaneously. Anyway, university, very, very nice to have. All right, so I'm going to start from here and kind of work my way around counterclockwise from here. So this is the university. That's another guard tower. This is brand new. This is the Dyer, and I needed to get the Florist and the stuff going first. But with this, let's come close enough I can click it. I can teach it recipes. I don't want to teach it recipes right now. I want to look at the list of recipes. It came with this one, which was cactus to turn to green dye, and 4 sand and red dye gives you 4 red sand. Those came with. But then I taught it poppy to red, dandelion to yellow, allium to magenta, the orange tulip to orange dye, and the cornflower to blue dye, and the pink tulip to pink dye. So this guy knows how to make those dyes. Here, let's recall Eleanor back here. Hi, Eleanor. So if I need dyes in my colony, Eleanor can make them for me. Now, to get those dyes, let's come around. This is the school. But to get the dyes, that's the Florist. But we'll talk about the school. So this is tier 3 school. We've got a child in the colony at this point, and my schoolmaster here is teaching him, and that improves the stats of your children in town, which is very handy to have. I have, if we click on manage workers, my town hiring is manual. I want to pick and choose who works where. But here I changed it to automatic, so children automatically get hired as pupils, and they can get smarter. So that's what I changed there, and I like the build. These builds are very, very nice looking. All right, this is the Florist, and it's currently being upgraded to tier 4. The Florist, if I supply Sybil with some compost and fertilizer, she will go ahead and grow crops. And so all of these things are plantable. Wow, that's a lot of different things. And with a, let's see, can I teach a recipe? No. There was one of these things where I can, there's one of these where it said once you get to Forest 4, you can request stuff. And I can't remember what it was that I saw. Wants more compost. Can I give you more compost? I don't have compost with me. Anyway, Sybil will generate a bunch of flowers for me, and they just get randomly thrown into the chests over there, which is annoying. They shouldn't be randomly thrown in there. They should go in there into a nice organized spot. So, continuing around, this is the hospital. And the hospital is one of those things you want to get going as soon as you can unlock it. And unfortunately, his plague mask is kind of glitchy. It's got that large nose, you know, from those medieval plague mask doctors that had that big raven's nose. Anyway, he can cure people who are sick. And if we take a look at the inventory, he can cure them with a potato and carrot mixture. And I think that's influenza. If they catch another thing, measles, I think it needs a dandelion, a poppy, and a kelp. And that was up to 7. Interesting. So people have been catching the measles. And I don't remember what this needed. And that's why I unlocked the honeycombs and spent all the time looking for that. There's some beds over here. There's a bed down here. I'm guessing the next time I upgrade, this bedroom area down here will increase. And I like the build. I'm liking all these builds. Okay, so these are all the villager huts. Over here in the working corner, I went ahead and tossed down a fisher, and here's the fisher. Nobody's assigned to the fisher, but you know, it's here. And I dug this plot of water and filled it up with, because it needs to have a 7x7, and I don't recall how deep, area of water for the fisher to do fishing work. Now once this upgrades to tier 5, this boat will actually be underwater, and this will be the end of the dock, and I'll dig it out more so it looks better. But I wanted to keep it within the walls. So this is my farmer, and she is doing a bunch of work with wheat, and she always is saying that she needs more fertilizer. But, you know, tough. Anyway, she's providing seeds and wheat. Seeds and wheat come over here to the composter, and if we click down here, it's tier 3, so I've got 3 bins or barrels of stuff being composted, and I've told the composter to use either wheat or sweet berries and Kylie. And I planted out there, you can see several rows of sweet berries. I like those because they only need half a stack to fill up the barrel, whereas the rest, the seeds and saplings and stuff like that, needs an entire stack. What do we have here? Oh, yes. Okay, so behind the tavern here, I have my smeltery. And the smeltery, list of recipes. By default, the smeltery will take any ores and cook them into ingots, which I don't care because upstairs, actually, excuse me, Hudson, I'm just gonna sleep. Upstairs, I have triple ore processing. So Hudson, get out of the way. So I don't need to have anybody, you know, doing a 1-for-1 ore to ingot manufacturing, but that definitely will, as your miner is pulling up ores, the smelter will turn them into ingots. And then over here I have the blacksmith, and I don't think I have anybody here. Yeah, the blacksmith will take recipes, anything dealing with metals, so making armor, making weapons, you know, stuff like that. I didn't see the need for, you know, having a blacksmith here, so I went ahead and didn't hire anybody there. This is the stonemason, and this one is very handy to have. Oh, it's only stonemason 2. I should upgrade this to 3, get everything up to 3. Let me give you a shot of what the list of recipes are. These 2 come by default, and Mekle was telling me that he checked in the code that actually made this happen. So you can make sandstone and red sandstone here, and then I taught it all these other stone related recipes with andesite and making brick and smooth stone and, you know, all that sort of stuff. So, you know, including making a furnace, because occasionally they say, hey, I need a furnace. So this stonemason here is very, very handy. Stonemason, yep, I'm going to recall him. All right, Roger, do your work. Next down here, this is fairly new, and I think I have it 1 too high. Although this looks like a pit, which it threw me off. It looked very weird. But anyway, this is the stone smeltery, and anything that can be cooked stone-wise, I went ahead and, you know, cobbled to smooth stone to, well, stone, smooth stone, and then jungle can go into charcoal. That's my junk block, and then clay can go to terracotta, and then clay balls can go into brick. So if I need those things, I can do that. Gwen, why are you not here? Okay, Gwen, I don't know. Anyway, so that's the stone smeltery. Very, very handy. I showed off this one. This, let me jump up here. This is the library, and that's a huge build. I think it's currently tier 2, possibly tier 3. Let's run it and take a quick gander. It is a tier 2. I needed to push tier 2 to unlock some tech. What I can do is I can hire people here, and they will slowly improve their intelligence, which improves their other stats. But since I don't have any people not doing stuff, then you know. But the school improves the stats for children. This improves the stats for adults. There you go. This right here is my barracks, and it's got 3 guard towers in it, and once it's finished upgrading to tier 4, I should be able to add a 4th guard tower into it. And the barracks can be upgraded separately from the towers, but I want to have more and more guards in here. Let's come over to this one. So, oh, that's probably because it's being upgraded and built. Anyway, if we come in here, that's interesting. There's a weird thing there. We got a guard that can be here. This is missing some stuff. There's guard here, and there's one below, which is some weird glitchy stuff is going on. Amelia, do you want to go through there? Amelia seems like she's having a hard time. And oh, this is filled in, so Amelia can't go anyplace. All right, so it's in mid build, so it's in a funky state. There should be a lever that controls this door so that it opens and closes. Oh, I see we've got some other people in there. We'll fix that. This right here is my Lumberjack, and he is chopping down spruce trees, and evidently these need to be a little bit further out because they keep connecting to the logs here and not breaking. There. So now we get to sticks and stuff. Anyway, there is a tool. If you come to here, click over, and replanting is on. I'm going to grab a tool. There's the Lumberjack tool, and you can tell it where to plant things. And I defined this rectangle here where you can see the trees are. That's defined as where the Lumberjack will plant, and he will replant the trees. And so works out great. He dumps it in there. Delivery people come and pick it up and take it all away. And I have lots of access to upgrade that. Way to go, Benjamin. This here is my cook, and it is upgraded to tier 3. Harrison, go ahead and open up the door for me. Thanks. You didn't have to close it after you. And there are 2 people here. There's the cook and the assistant cook, and I don't see where the assistant cook is. But the people come up here, and she was hungry. Edith was hungry. She grabbed some food from here. We got some bread there, bread there. Do we have bread over here? That's what I'm telling Elena to make. Came into here. Fuel, I'm using slabs, and I said keep a stack of bread. So that's the minimum stock. She doesn't know how to make the bread, but she will definitely hand that off. And I'll figure out what's up with the making. All right. Oh, this is the second delivery man hut right here, and it's currently tier 3 because I can upgrade to tier 3. This is another block of 4 citizen huts, and we're still missing the 4th. And this is the sawmill. Oh, the sawmill. I really like the sawmill. For one, it's got a really nice look because it's got a ginormous wheel on the side. I love that. But as soon as you can, build this thing, because the sawmill, you can teach recipe. And why are my workers not here? Unless they actually don't have any work. Let's recall. All right, John, do you have work? See, he says he's working. He's got no requests. Here, I'm going to give you a fish. Will you eat it? Yes. Why don't you go over to the cook and get some yummy bread? Anyway, the real cool thing about this is you can teach him wood-related recipes. So I'm going with spruce as my theme for my MineColony, and so I've taught him all these spruce recipes, which constantly pop up, as well as these. This is a funky MineColonies recipe. You start off with the plain spruce paper timber frame, and then you can make these, and then you can make all the way to the side frame, horizontal spruce paper timber frame, which goes back to the plane. And so he can loop through, he can make anything of those. And then we also have a lot of these spruce on spruce. that I've taught as well. And then a few more sprucey bits. Really, did I? Oh, oak. So he knows how to make the oak. I should teach him how to make... recently I taught him to make just a regular chest out of the spruce. I should be able to teach him how to make oak ladders, because I keep getting those being requested. This has been so nice. Now, if I can figure out how to teach him, or probably somebody else, how to dye these shingles, then I think most of the building stuff is done. And maybe that's the Dyer that would do those. I'll have to figure it out. And, oh, we've got one building over here that we haven't looked at. This is the Cowboy hut. This will turn cows into leather and milk at the price of wheat. And I disabled it because the guards kept walking into here and the cows would get out. So I haven't done anything with this, but I should redo it. And here is a guard tower row. We got a tier 3 here. Here's a tier 2. Here's a tier 1 being built to tier 3 or tier 2. And once I have some people who are adults, I can hire more people here. They will be based in the guard tower, which frees up a citizen slot for a building, and so I can increase my population in my base that way. Other stuff, I think that's pretty much all the town so far. There's a couple that I haven't done yet. I have done a whole bunch of walls all the way around. Let's go take a quick look at the walls. That's a tier 3 wall. And the way I built it up, there's an overlap or a gap of 2 that I put right there. This is a tower. I think that's tier 3 as well. Oh, that looks kind of broken because it should say it's a tower. That's broken. Oh, all my walls are broken. Oh well, that's a gate. I think that's a tier 2 gate. Tier 3 has automatic pistons, which is really cool. And I've got a few of those way down at the other end, but it's hard to see. Yeah. Anyway, what else that I wanted to show off MineColony wise? Oh, I've got a few things I haven't built yet. And if we look at the inventory, oh, I built the stone smeltery, so that can go away. Glass blower. That's something I haven't built yet. So that will give me the glass stuff I need probably over here, because looking at my colony, I've got some space over there, I've got some space along this side, and maybe around the edges. But that's what I've been doing. I've been slowly researching stuff and increasing, you know, their capabilities. This builder is a tier 4. So he can build anything that's tier 4 or below. That's a tier 3, so he can only do 3 and below. I probably will push him to 5. That way I can unlock building everything to max. And I want to have a fully working colony, everything at tier 5. And then also comes the question of, do I upgrade my Asian player housing here to tier 2 and 3? I would really like to, and I'm hoping that it'll work out just fine. Last time I tried this in single player in the previous MineColonies update, this was glitched and it built off to the side. So I'm hoping that will be fixed. If not, it won't get upgraded. Oh, I've also been going around and putting lights on the top of my buildings just so that they have more light. Let's come down here. The tops of the buildings are mostly lit up. Oh, that's not too lit up. But I just want to be able to have more lights around here. And it gets really dark without lights on the top of the building. That doesn't look like it has lights. Anyway, I'm geeking out. MineColonies is fun. It's managing other people to do the work for me, if that makes sense. And I like how that works. I like how it works a lot. And it's been fun. The tons of new capabilities. The research tree is really fun. All the new recipes that they know. Oh wow, that has been very fun. Apple, and I've really enjoyed that. And if you want to take a look, Valhelsia 2 seems to be a pack that is updating fairly consistently, and so it has the latest MineColonies builds in it quite often. And I enjoyed it. Anyway, this has been Grok the DuckFarmer here, geeking out too much about MineColonies, showing off what I've done with the base so far, and having a blast. And thanks for watching.